What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about KTA, Keeta, the cheetah. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are at about 14 cents. 14 cents, and we dropped down as low earlier today. Well, I guess yesterday, technically. We dropped down to about 12.5 cents. Here we are at 14 cents now. I'm considering buying more, but I do want to see how we react. I think if I were to buy more, I would wait. I'd rather wait until we get up to about 16 cents to buy more, and I will. I'll let you guys know on X.com if I do. Or if we were to go below this 12.5 cent area, that's when I would buy more as well. That's a very big wick with a lot of volume, and that is encouraging to see some more upside. But can we do it is the question. The 1 hour time frame here, we've got some lower lows. Not getting overbought, not getting oversold, and that's fine, but the RSI does seem to be postured to the downside at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if we move down over the coming hours. Maybe we don't get lows below this price. Maybe we just come down and find a higher low, something around here, and that's fine too, but I'm not completely convinced they're moving up just yet, at least not on an hourly basis. Maybe sometime today there will be another opportunity to buy somewhere in this area, maybe just above that low, maybe just below the low, something in that area though. If we're looking at this on a 15-minute time frame, 15-minute RSI looks a bit weak as well. That is a lot of volume that came in on that low, though, you guys. Volume picked up to bring you down, but a lot of volume right there. Let's look at the 5-minute time frame. I mean, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but it's probably at a good area to buy right here. If we're looking at the 4-hour time frame, looking at this here, the RSI is very much neutral. We're trying to pick a directional heading, right? And I hope that it's to the upside, but if not, what we look for on the RSI at least is a break below the 40. If you break below the 40, you will likely see this thing drop down, not just below 12 cents, but potentially all the way back to 10 cents or even lower than that. We could go all the way down to 8 cents. So something in that area. 14 cents now with the possibility to drop to 10 cents to 8 cents. You know, forgive me for not wanting to just go ham on this thing just yet, but I will if we break above about 16 cents there. If we do break above, I would even say 15.5 cents. I would just FOMO in right there. Bought some more at 19 cents. Buying some here is fine. Oh, hi. Hi, sweet potato. And, yeah, you. It's a little black cat. What else? What else was I going to say? Yeah, if we can get above the 60, inverse to the bearish note, if we can get above the 60, I think that would be a positive indication that we are moving up. Oftentimes with areas like this, you kind of ping pong between the 40 and the 60, stuff like this, until you're ready for a side to be chosen. And with that, you know, breaking above the 60, I would assume not only would we pick a side based on the RSI, but we'd also probably get a price, let's see, right here. We'd probably get a price that's above about 16 cents there. So you see, yeah, 16 cents, 15.5 cents. You break above that, it's time to get going. If and when we go higher, man, I wish I could show you guys this cat. This cat's hilarious. I do believe that we're going to see dramatically higher prices from a high to a low. We'll see prices around 28 cents, 36 cents. You're at 14 cents now. So something on the lines of like a multi-100x, 100x, something, 100% growth, multi-100% growth, something like that. Hi, baby. Oh, yeah. Don't step on my computer. Something like that. And we could see even further growth in this. Now, I do expect that KTA grows a lot over the next couple of months. I think that we're going to see some fantastic growth. This thing could definitely 10x or more. Certainly it can from the current price. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if we saw this kind of movement take place going into May, going into June, something like that, right? But in the short term, potentially over the next week, or over the coming days, we could see something that does take you up around like at least 100%, if not as much as like 170%, or even above 200%. I think the next phase might be starting. I don't believe that this next phase, whenever it starts, that it's going to move up just like this. I think this next phase is going to be a little bit more methodical. It's going to take a little bit more time, and inevitably we will see prices, I think, by the end of May, by the end of June, above $1, above $2 even. But time will tell. I haven't bought more yet, or I have bought more, I suppose, technically. I've got more than my initial investment had originally, but I'm planning on buying more. I'm planning on doubling down here. I just want to see if we go down first to about 10 cents to 8 cents, or maybe at the very least something that's below 14 cents. Below 12 cents. If not, I will FOMO in. I'll lay the hammer down at 16 cents or lower, right there around like 16 cents, 15.5 cents, whatever the price may be. And I'll let you guys know on X.com what I'm planning to do. What is KTA? You might be asking yourself, you're like, this is cool and all, C-Zar, that it's going to move up, but what is this thing? What does it do? Go to CoinMarketCap, look it up, and find their website. You don't actually need to go to CoinMarketCap, but find their website, read their white paper, look it up yourself, do your own research, determine if it's right for you to invest in. It's a layer 1 blockchain. That's as much as I'm going to tell you, but you can figure it out yourselves. You're big boys, you're big girls, and if you can't understand it, if you don't have the capacity to understand it, it might not be something that you should invest in. You know what I mean? Or maybe find a YouTuber who can explain it to you better than I could. But it's a pretty cool project. It's a layer 1 blockchain. There's some other cool aspects to it, and I'm not a fundamental analyst guy, and I'm really tired right now, so I'm running out of words. But there are some key investors in this thing. There are some key figures that are backing this thing, and I think that it seems like an interesting project in itself. It's it's got a lot of growth potential, and I'm really running out of steam. So I'm going to go to bed. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Do your own research. I'll see you on the next one.